Okay, moving on swiftly to fight number 13 of the evening. It's back to our last amateur MMA contest before we move into the final of the 4-man grappling tournament. Allow me to introduce first of all to the blue corner, Oskar Jakcazi.
Okay, we return to our amateur MMA. Oskar Jakcazi, an amateur fighter in the 59 kilogram division, fighting out of Red Line MMA. Coming all the way from Sweden, one of many foreign fighters who've made a really long journey to get here, all the way to sunny Morecambe in the northwest of England to fight in Evolution of Combat 2.
Oscar's looking in great shape, looks ready to go.
And next, let's introduce his opponent into the red corner, Kearns.
Jordan Kearns is a local boy.
Jordan Kearns, something of a hometown hero at this point. Meteorically rising amateur MMA fighter, training out of Kearns Academy. He's trained with head coaches Kieran and Adam for a long time, since the days of Lancaster and Morecambe MMA, I believe. Comes in with a 3-1 record, 1 loss via knockout, 3 decision wins. We go to Lance Murdoch.
You see a slight...
3-minute rounds of amateur mixed martial arts in the 59 kilogram weight division. Introducing first, in the blue corner, with a record of 1 win and no defeats, representing Red Line MMA, Oskar Jakcazi. Across the cage, his opponent in the red corner, with a record of 3 wins and 1 defeat, representing Kearns Academy, Jordan Kearns.
Jordan is the local boy.
Is our referee in charge of the action.
I've been looking forward to this fight. Jordan with the slight experience advantage with 4 fights going into this. This is Oscar's 2nd fight. I spoke to Jordan's coach earlier tonight. He told me he fights a lot like TJ Dillashaw. He's a switch hitter, he's elusive, has a varied attack, throws both his hands and his feet. Oskar starts by taking the central position, forcing Jordan against the cage.
And Jordan swings. Head
Jordan with
movement
lovely
Jordan.
head movement there. That was beautiful head movement.
Absolutely nowhere to be found.
Ah,
Jordan
lovely switch into
forward and gets
drop
out.
forward punch. Jordan throwing both feet and his hands so far. Oscar's going up high, down low with those body shots. These guys are swinging.
Jordan rips him with an uppercut, answers with a leg kick.
Jordan's got excellent movement,
Oskar
very elusive.
Take it against the cage.
Oskar manages to pin him.
Closes the angles against Jordan. Managed to get the body lock. It's not quite finished the takedown yet.
Oscar's grind. This is a grind. Throws him down, but Jordan's to his knees.
Throw.
Jordan gets to this turtle position. Oskar looking to drag him laterally to the side. Throwing those punches, trying to make Jordan cover up. If Jordan's covering, he's not posting.
Stand up against the cage. Oskar takes him down
finally
again.
Getting the takedown.
Really impressive throws here. So strong for this young 59 kilogram fighter in Oskar Jakcazi. I'm just content to ground and pound Jordan against the cage.
Oscar's doing a good job. He's got his hips higher than Jordan's. Excellent job by Jordan getting up.
Goes for the throw.
Big slam. Jordan's covering up. Jordan trying to find his
Jordan being tossed around like a paper doll here.
Yeah, Jordan hasn't yet been able to get his bearings. He grabs a hold of Oscar's arm trying to get in order to stop the hits. Oscar's content, I think, just to stay on top. Keep grinding away at Jordan. Jordan looking for a Kimura grip.
Just caught the arm. Oskar just not giving up with that pressure. Lands in the half guard of Jordan Kearns.
Oskar looking to pin a limb.
Jordan looking very flat there. He needs to start balling up a little bit. Trying to turn on his side, looking for an underhook. Vicious ground and pound from Oskar all the way through this fight. As soon as he managed to get Jordan to the ground,
Oscar's been fantastic.
He's showed absolutely fantastic throws, fantastic cage control, wrestling.
From on top, ever since, the minute he managed to close the distance and get Jordan pinned against the cage, we've seen some excellent takedowns, heavy pressure on top. Jordan's got the butterfly hook here.
He go for a butterfly half here.
He needs.
Gave up the underhook there. He's trying to just punch from the.
I think Oscar's content to be
more
on
ground and pound from Oskar.
Oscar's finest posturing up, a load of distance, throwing some heavy punches.
Just brutal shots from Oskar. Jordan looks for the up kick.
There was an up kick there from Jordan, but Oskar just shook it off. Oscar's landed some heavy shots. Oscar's ground and pound is brutal.
Excellent control.
Jordan never really got a chance to get his game plan going there.
Well, we saw Jordan's game plan at the very opening frames of this fight. We had the head movement. We had the very quick darting in and out. But then as soon as Oskar was able to get him against the cage, the story changed completely.
It was all Oskar from then on. As Oskar managed to get the pin, get the takedown.
We had the body lock, which he was then able to turn into some absolutely beautiful throws. And just basically dominate, just launching vicious ground and pound on Jordan Kearns, not giving him just an inch to breathe.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan did a good job trying to reset. I mean, Oskar threw some heavy shots. Jordan did a good job managing to move a little bit. He got to his knees at one point, got taken down again. Jordan, I think what he needs to do differently this time is play that distance a little bit better. Make sure he's always moving. Yeah. We now know he doesn't want to be pinned up against the cage by Oskar.
Jordan needs to be a ghost from this point on.
I mean, I've seen him fight before. He can definitely do it. He definitely has that kind of style.
Oskar again, looking to close distance. Jordan finds himself against the cage.
The thing is as well, Oskar might have made Jordan a little bit more tentative about throwing. Now that Jordan knows he can be taken down. But again, Jordan manages to land a punch.
Oskar gets the body lock. Jordan getting his hips back, doing the right thing there. But against the cage, it can be difficult. Just in awe of the strength of Oskar.
Oscar's a strong dude. Keeping Jordan pinned against the cage.
And this is exactly what Oskar wants to do. Just grind down the fight, just turn it into a brutal war of attrition.
Jordan's doing his best. He's got a wide stance. He's trying to lower his center of gravity, make it harder for Oskar to take him down. He's got the overhook, the whizzer. I remember when during his brother's last fight, his brother did an excellent job just being pinned against the cage, not being taken down, and then actually came back to knock out his opponent.
Yeah, so Jordan will definitely be looking to repeat that performance.
Jordan's doing.
He can't let Oskar get behind him. He can't let Oskar get any kind of leverage on his hips, because then he'll just, he'll be looking to go for those throws again. Oh, and he tries this time, not quite as clean, but he still manages to finish it.
Manages to get the takedown, is now moving into a mount position.
Ground and pound.
Jordan's doing a fantastic job. Oh, there's a back take. He's got one hook in, I believe. He's looking for the other hook.
Jordan needs to be much tighter with that turtle.
Jordan's doing hand control right now, which he's making sure that Oskar can't get seatbelt control. Oscar's now got both hooks in. Jordan has to be careful he doesn't get...
This is very bad for Jordan Kearns.
Jordan was flattened out momentarily then. Oscar's using it.
Jordan managed to get the reversal.
The crowd goes crazy.
The crowd goes mental. Jordan Kearns managed to secure top position in the open guard.
It'd be interesting to see what Oskar has from his back now.
Jakcazi.
Oskar looks like he's setting up a decent triangle attempt.
Jordan slips out of it.
Jordan's happy to get back to his feet.
And the hometown crowd is going wild for Jordan Kearns here, raising the roof at the Carlton in Morecambe. Looping overhand right from Jordan Kearns.
Oscar's really just moving forwards now.
Yeah, Oskar I think is just, and we've got another takedown.
Oh, Jordan looks at the ref there. I don't know what he was trying to say. The ref steps in.
Ground and pound there from Oskar.
Everything seems okay. Jordan looks like he didn't.
Jordan continues to eat these shots.
Oscar's happy to just sit here. I think Jordan's saying to the ref that his
complaining about his glove.
Right now, Oscar's posturing up, and Oskar just looks so heavy from the top position.
such a strong fighter. I mean, we've really seen it.
At the
Quite a fantastic prospect today in Oskar Jakcazi. Wrestling, absolutely fantastic. Just that top pressure in the ground and pound. It's kind of an old school style, but it's really good to see it used with such brutal efficiency.
One thing we saw in the first round was Oskar really respected Jordan's striking, and Jordan did a good job at making him respect the striking. In that last round, Oskar was just walking forwards, because I think he knows that if he can grab a hold of Jordan, he can get him to the mat. I don't know what Jordan's coaches will be telling him. They know that they can't let Oskar grab. They obviously don't want Oskar to grab a hold of him. I guess they're going to emphasize to him, make sure he hits some moves.
I think they're going to be telling Jordan Kearns that he needs to get a finish if he wants to,
without
win
doubt,
this. He's had 2 very bad rounds going into a third.
He's done a good job to keep in there, but yeah, easily the first 2 rounds were won by Oskar.
He needs to maintain that distance and avoid the heavy, heavy wrestling of Oskar Jakcazi.
Here we go for the 3rd round.
Oskar comes out aggressive, swinging. Jordan is using lateral movement here. He's trying not to get stuck in the pocket this time. Moves away.
Lovely
There's
movement.
more of that head movement.
That's the movement we saw in the first round. Excellent head movement, elusive, good footwork, punches from all angles. Oskar throws heavy though. Oskar just walks through throwing heavy. He's throwing bombs.
Really looping over with that punch. Up and against the cage again.
Jordan didn't move away from the cage there.
Catches the whizzer on Oskar. Got quite a wide stance. Oskar looking to get his head underneath Jordan. Use that pressure just to pin him up against the cage. Again, Jordan circles out.
Manages to circle out. Oh, head kick from Jordan. That hit as well, that connected.
Managed to connect.
Jordan going for the takedown, but looks
oh, and Jordan lands on top this time. Exactly what people didn't expect.
That was beautiful. Jordan's got a new lease of fire here. We see a hard head kick that lands.
He must know he's got to go all out for this. Hell for leather for this last round.
He needs to get his head up. He needs to get
Jordan Kearns needs a finish.
Oscar's done a good job keeping him low, his head low. He needs to be able to posture up, get some space, and land some shots.
Oskar elevates Jordan, gets the knee shield in.
Jordan almost used that to pass, though. That's it. Oskar here now pinned up against the cage. Jordan starts.
Jordan
chasing
him. Jordan's chasing him there. He's not giving him that space. High leg kick.
Oskar manages to grab a hold of Jordan, pin him against the cage. Tell you what, Jordan had a tough 2 first rounds, but he came out in the 3rd, all guns are blazing.
Jordan Kearns definitely clawing back some ground in this 3rd and final round. Now he finds himself against the cage again.
See Oskar looking for that takedown. Jordan lands on
top into mount. This is Jordan's chance. Half guard.
Jordan looking to that knee pass, but he's landed some heavy strikes.
Heavy shots
from Jordan Kearns.
Oskar just trying to neutralize him, hold him down.
All credit to Jordan Kearns just there. That was beautiful counter wrestling. It looked like he was going to be thrown. Jordan turned his hips, landed on top.
Keeps trying to just
Oscar's looking for that triangle.
For the snoot.
Jordan's wise to it.
I think Oskar must be thinking now just to slow down the action, park the bus and hold Jordan, smother any kind of movement. 10 seconds.
Jordan's looking to pass. Jordan knows that he...
And Oskar stands up. Jordan keeps him down.
Wow. I tell you what, I think Oskar won that match. But Jordan had a fantastic 3rd round there. Just when he thought he was out after the 2nd round, he comes back and dominates that round, dominates the wrestling, which I just did not expect.
Yeah, well, I think he realized it was so unexpected at that moment. He had the element of surprise and just absolutely came out.
That being said,
left it on the line for that final round.
Well done to Oskar. Oskar took control of that 1st round, continued to dominate the 2nd round.
Very
excellent
dominant
wrestling
performance in those first 2 rounds, and just I think those throws were an absolute pleasure to watch.
Yeah, and especially in the 1st round, you really saw Jordan lose his bearings. You know, Jordan was just struggling to find out which limb to put on the ground, because Oskar was throwing him all over the place.
Can we have both fighters in the centre of the cage, please? What a war that was, ladies and gents. Let's hear some noise, Morecambe! However, we consult the judges' scorecards. It is a unanimous decision. To the blue corner, Oskar Jakcazi.
What a great fight.
Excellent fight, and just another reason why it's so exciting to watch these amateur MMA shows.
And again,
just such a crop of talent coming up here. Oskar Jakcazi 1-0, advances to 2-0. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of this young man in the future.